Hey everybody, this is Lisa, and this is Lisa's Spirit Readings. Today I am going to be doing a reading for the sign of Taurus. This will be a general reading, so it won't resonate with all of you. So please take what you can and leave the rest. And again, this is a general reading for the sign of Taurus. I'm going to be using a mix of both Oracle and Tarot decks. So I'm going to start out with, actually it's the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. I'll pull a couple of those first. Sometimes I get messages before I start as I kind of meditate and I pre-shuffle. The one that was coming up was, I kept getting the word foundation. So I'll have to see if anything else comes up regarding some kind of foundation. So let me go ahead and get 3 of these Oracle cards. Spirit, what would you like to tell Taurus? Thank you. We have Authority and Material Harvest. I'm going to get one more. Spirit, one more card, please, for the sign of Taurus. One more card, please. Thank you. Discontent and boredom. Take a look at these real quick here. Material Harvest is this could mean either you're going to be working on things in your material world, harvesting those material things, so it looks like some hard work could be paying off. Authority, see, we got a number 4 here. This could represent a boss, just an authority figure in your life. Perhaps you need to have some more authority in relation to something. And then we've got discontent and boredom. So this one here, kind of reminds me of the 4 of Cups, but it's actually not. But we'll see what we get with the disconnect and boredom. Let me go ahead and get you some tarot cards. Spirit, what messages do you have for Taurus? Thank you. So we got here. Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, right next to each other, 4 of Cups. There's that discontent and boredom I was feeling with your Oracle card there. You got 3 cup cards. So the cups usually revolve around emotions, water signs. 2 of Cups is a pretty strong bond with somebody. So this could be a twin flame, a soulmate, maybe somebody that you're just very spiritually connected to and emotionally connected to. It's working together with someone. This one always reminds me of the Lover's card because they are closely related because of the love and emotions with the card. And then we've got the Ace of Cups, which is usually somebody coming forward with an offer of love to you. So I'm not sure if recently maybe you've met somebody new and you really feel a strong connection with them. Maybe even though you just met them, kind of one of those instant connections. Doesn't necessarily have to be a love connection. It could just be, you know, somebody you met, a new friend or such. Maybe they're on the same path as you. Maybe you have the same hobby. It feels a little stronger than that to me, though. This is kind of like, your vibe is your tribe, is kind of what I'm feeling. But at the same time, I'm also feeling a bit of a love connection. So maybe you just met the person. Maybe right now you're on a friend level and it might be progressing towards the Two of Cups kind of energy. Ace of Swords is about new ideas, new thoughts. It could be you're thinking about having a love connection with somebody. And then we have the Four of Cups, which to me is that boredom card, or not realizing what you have. She's sitting here with 4 cups. 3 are in front of her. She's not noticing the 1 behind her. So it may be that somebody's trying to give you their love, their attention, and you don't want it. Or you're just not realizing that that's the case. Maybe perhaps you did meet somebody. They want this stronger relationship with you, a deeper connection, and you're not really wanting that right now. So let's try and see what else we have here. Get some clarifiers. Spirit, please clarify the Two of Cups. Clarify the Two of Cups. Thank you. Got the Chariot. Yeah, so it looks like this relationship is going to move forward. The Chariot's about movement. It could also represent travel. Really taking the reins with something and kind of running with it. So it is very well possible that you have this new person here and this is going to progress for you. Spirit, please clarify. Ace of Cups. Clarify Ace of Cups. What is Ace of Cups? The World, yeah, so it looks like this relationship, whatever it is a really good thing. You've got the World card now. Spirit, please clarify the Ace of Swords. Thank you. And the Three of Swords. Yeah, so it looks like maybe right now communication with this person might not be, I don't think it's on your end. I don't think it's a worry on your end. I think it's this person wants to communicate more with you. They want something more with you, and it doesn't feel like at this point in time that that's what you want with them. It almost feels like right now you might be concentrated on something else that's going on in your life. I feel like you are aware of this. I feel like you're aware, and they have made you aware that they want something more. And it could even be that you already knew this person. Maybe you were friends to begin with. They're wanting something more with you, and you're really not feeling that way right now. So maybe the communication is lacking. Maybe you've backed off a little. You might have, it might just be a little confusing for you. And maybe you're a bit, unsure because this person is a friend of yours and you kind of like, well, I really don't want to, ruin a friendship by going the romantic route. Let's see what else I get here. Spirit, please clarify. So now we've got the Fool. The Fool's about, taking that leap, taking that chance. It means getting out of your head and kind of going with the flow. Not really going with the flow. I shouldn't say going with the flow. It's really about taking that chance on something that you might be unsure about. Maybe instead of thinking so much with your head, thinking a little bit more with how you feel and not letting your head and your thoughts get in the way so much. Queen of Cups. Yep, that's about Queen of Cups. It's basically Queen of Emotions. It's feeling with your heart, feeling with your emotions instead of, being up in your head about something. Seven of Pentacles, working on nurturing something. Really working at growing something and nurturing something, which really kind of mirrors the material harvest there. And then here we have King of Swords. So where Queen of Cups is the mastery at emotions, King of Swords is the mastery of thoughts. So it's an equal balance. It looks like you might be more of the emotional person within this relationship with this other person, and they are probably more logical thinking. They think before they feel, and you feel before you think, which is how I live my life. I'm an Aries, so I'm the Fool here. I got the Fool energy. We kind of leap before we think. And the Queen of Cups here, she's really in touch with herself. She's in touch with her higher self. She's very sensitive, caring, sometimes too caring. You can be, too sensitive. On the other side of that, too emotional. And sometimes, and I know this because this is how I am, sometimes we can exaggerate something that, we kind of make a mountain out of a molehill. And maybe we're too emotional with things that really aren't, don't deserve that much emotion, I should say. We can worry, worry warts, which makes me think of this. But a lot of the worry wart isn't so much emotional. It's more thinking. We're in our head. So we're thinking, oh my gosh, is that person okay? Is this person okay? Am I doing this right? Am I doing that right? So kind of try and make the decision on if you're too emotional, just keeping your head in check with your emotions. Let me get some more clarifiers here with my other deck. Please clarify the Two of Cups. you. Ace of Swords again. Thank you. Yep, and here we go. So we've got the Lovers to clarify the Two of Cups. So Ace of Swords and the Lovers. Definitely an offer from this person who really feels a strong connection with you. And I think you feel the connection. I just don't think you're ready to act on the connection. And it's not like you've just completely blown this person off, because you feel it. I just think you're, at this time, for whatever reason, you're not ready. You've got that discontent. It's not a boredom with this person. Let me clarify this Three of Swords some more. Please clarify this Three of Swords. Okay, one flipped, and where did it go? I think it must have flipped back into the deck. Thank you. Guess it wasn't the one. Seven of Pentacles. This is really... You might be too focused on money or your career. You're putting your energy into something else right now. So your focus doesn't really seem to be on a new relationship. Yeah, King of Pentacles. So where this person here is like, hey, let's do this. I'm all in. You're my person. You know, I feel this deep connection. You feel it, but I think right now you're focused more on this material harvest, material things, your job, your career. I want to get some more clarity on this King of Swords. Please clarify the King of Swords. Oh, thank you. Nine of Pentacles. Now my dog decides he's going to play with this toy, squeaky toy. So if you hear squeaking, it's my dog. I feel like this person is probably represented by this King of Swords. And I feel like he's very... Not only is he in check with his emotions, he's in check with his thoughts. And this Queen of Pentacles is telling me he's very stable. You're really focused on the material harvest, the material things right now. And it feels to me like he's already done this work that you're doing now in some way. It may be that he's just really financially stable at this point, and now he wants to focus on, you know, having somebody in his life to share this work with, and maybe you're a little bit behind that. He could actually be a little bit older than you. We've got this Authority card here that could signify that this person is somebody who's older than you, and they've already done the things that you're kind of focused on now. And you're kind of saying like, well, hey, wait, I'm focused on my career right now, my job, doing this, business, whatever. And they're to the point where they're kind of relaxing from that. They don't need to work as hard. Get another card for this King of Swords. Please clarify Queen of Pentacles. Please clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Thank you. the devil. Yeah, this feels like he might have been a workaholic at some point. And he's really stopped that. So it's kind of like you're on opposite ends of the spectrum in this thinking now. Please clarify the devil. Thinking. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, he feels very financially stable, like he was a workaholic, and he might even be retired or, you know, heavily reliant on the finances he already has. Nugget! Sorry, trying to get my dog to stop with the squeaky toy. Yeah, Judgment and Nine of Swords. So somebody made a judgment call here about this. You might even be judging him for something about this, but I don't think so. I think he knew that he was working too hard at some point with this devil card energy, and really realized he needed to share that with somebody, because here we have the Six of Pentacles, which is about sharing what you have, either money wise or energy wise. And then this Judgment card here, with the Nine of Swords, it feels like something that kind of caused him a lot of upset. Let me get some advice from Spirit on this situation here. I really don't want to focus too heavily on another person. I tend not to do that in my readings. If it comes up, I roll with it. Yep. Advice from Spirit. It's the Justice again. Whoa. Okay. Just flying out. The Hierophant. That's spiritual, again, Hierophant, authority figure. That's basically the same thing here. Spirit, one more card, please. Thank you. Three of Pentacles. Yep. So this is about working together. I feel like Spirit's saying, don't judge this person too harshly. They've already done it themselves. And the Hierophant to me is, you know, basic or standard tarot decks. The Hierophant is often shown as a kind of like the Pope, the Catholic Pope. And here in this deck, it's shown more of like it's a spiritual awakening, you know, ascending up with the light, spiritual light, and sitting kind of in a meditative state. But there's nobody around this Hierophant, like in the you know, standard Rider-Waite. In that deck, you know, there's kind of people on the sides of him below, kind of like, you know, in awe, kind of worshiping him. This one, not so much. This, to me, it's more of an inward thing with yourself, as opposed to somebody outwardly. But this authority is pretty much this card. So it could still represent, you know, this person could be older than you. But the Three of Pentacles, this is about working together with somebody. So I think Spirit's really saying, you know, try not to judge this person too harshly. They've already done it. And maybe this union is, you know, a good thing. And, you know, work together with this person. Let me get one more card on this. Thank you. Yep. Queen of Swords. So now you have the King and the Queen of Swords. This one I feel is really you. This is still an advice card from Spirit. Queen of Swords, this is where she's gone out of her emotions. The cup is down here. She's put it aside. And now she's moving forward. And swords are about thoughts. They can represent conflict. And this Justice is also about a balancing act. So here, you've got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. This is the balance that you need. So maybe really try to think a little bit more on this this offer from this person, or this possible relationship that you might have. I feel it's a good thing. I feel it's you know, you have a really strong connection with this person, but you're hesitating, and that could, like I say, be you just really involved with work. And this person might be saying to you, hey, I've been there and I've done that. I was a workaholic. You know, it did get me to where I am today. I am financially stable. And I have all of these material things. I have this material harvest. But I need somebody to share it with. And you know, work is important, career is important, money is important, of course, you need to live with. But in the end, we don't take it with us. So, like I said, it's almost like this person has been where you are now. There's a little bit of a struggle here, trying to figure out, you know, how to balance it all out. I think if you just really listen to yourself, just kind of quiet your mind and maybe think about it, maybe even write it down, pros and cons, you know, however you process stuff. You could even say to this person, hey, I really feel this connection. I'm not opposed to this. Just maybe we could do this slowly, or maybe, you know, give me a little bit of time before we start something. Stay friends for now, whatever the case may be. And that may be the way that you have to work it out. So, but I feel because, you know, this other person was represented by the King of Swords, I feel like he's good at communication. You know, this represents, you know, truth, clarity of thoughts, communicating, and because you have now both of these, I think you're both I think it's a good pairing, actually. So whatever this is. So I hope that helped for some of you, Taurus. Please, if you haven't done so already, could you please subscribe and like this video to help me grow the channel immensely, since I am a fairly new channel here on YouTube. And like I said, I hope this helped for some of you. Please let me know in the comments if it did. All my info is down below in the description box. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care.